Let's go. We back. We are back. How are y'all doing today? Man, it was so much fun. We had so much fun earlier. I absolutely enjoyed myself. This is the Wildest Wake Up Show. This is part 2 of the day, goddamn. How are we feeling today? How y'all doing? My name is Sharon Bracey. For the people that might not know who I be. And yeah, thank you so much, Miss Jalen. Always showing me so much love. Yeah, they said they wanted me to come back, Miss Jalen. I took a quick little nap. I ate some food. I discussed it, and I seen this. I was like, oh, this should be fun. This should be fun. Since they always talking down on our culture, goddamn, let's talk a little bit about their culture. Tired of them saying that our black culture is trash. I'm tired of it. Let's get it. Yeah, giggles. We are back at it. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all lunch. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself for a little bit. So now we getting back to it. Oh, you finishing up some work? That is awesome. Yeah. And MJ gotta hit me up. Make sure you let her ass know because we had to reschedule because of the. Damn, I talk too much sometimes, Miss Jalen. Yeah, Miss Jalen. Sometimes I can't keep it in. Sometimes I be so happy and shit. God damn it. My bad. I kind of do want to briefly, while people coming in, I do kind of want to briefly touch on what happened earlier today. I think the conversation was very interesting about heaven's admission policy. Huh? Yeah. Oh, there she go. Yes, conversation with MJ. That joint was crazy. I know me and MJ both can't hold no water, goddammit. We some truth tellers. We can't help ourselves. Shit. Huh? It's about holding some water. Yeah. because Miss Jayla said, hey, MJ is sleeping and she in the chat right now, like, I'm wide awake. What you talking about? But yeah, earlier before we ended the show, we were talking about heaven's admission policy. So I just wanted to know by the end of the show, right? With No Fugazi and Andrew Wilson and the Hebrew Israelites, they was having a contract. So does God have a bouncer at the pearly gates? He's checking IDs. He's checking skin tones. Say, hey, sorry, buddy. Your pale ass ain't on the list.
That's crazy.
Huh? But that's what was happening earlier. That's what they were saying, baby. It was crazy. MJ want to tell stories about she was sleeping. Stories you would tell, girls. Yeah, I mean, I did take a quick little nap. Not for long because my youngest one, she came in there and started hitting me. Boom, boom. She started hitting me with pillows and she was like, hey, the hell you doing taking cap naps? She was like, men don't nap. Only girls nap. I was like, ain't that a B.I. This little feminist. She's crazy as hell. She's insane. I'm telling y'all. I'm not crazy. So after they check this list, is it so I guess with it, so I caught to a lot of the things that they said. God plays, he plays favorites. And then why do we have so many different religions claiming they're the chosen ones? It's like, babe, it's like You know, like when you're in school, it's like a cosmic version of it. It's like a cosmic game of teacher's pet. No, I'm better. Here's my apple. I ain't bite my apple. I promise you I ain't bite this one. It's kind of wild and crazy. Have you ever noticed, baby, how every holy book seems to have different takes on who God loves the most? Yes. It's like a, you know, it's like a divine fan fiction.
Doesn't he love everyone the same?
That's what he's supposed to be.
Come up with excuses to feel bad for themselves and not do what they got.
That is a possibility as well. Giggle says, yes. So, but if he is picking and choosing, who gets hit by hurricanes and earthquakes?
But that's just because everybody has their own story.
And definitely he got a pretty twisted sense of humor. That is for sure. Like, why do miracles always seem to happen to the same folks? Maybe let's go with the whole club situation. I'm saying, like, maybe he has a VIP list for divine intervention, maybe.
Well, the ones that pray and do all the things that they're supposed to do to, spread the word about them.
No, okay. You're not sure? And you living your best life? Well, okay. I mean, like, so, but you know, he do answer prayers, you know. And then why do some people also they get blessings while others get left on red?
But that might not be true too, because maybe you just didn't recognize your blessing.
That is a possibility. Some people do not recognize their blessing. I agree with that 100%. So what if God created everyone in his image, then why do we have so much diversity? Did he get bored and said, let's mix things up a little bit? Let me. Don't know?
Like, you mean appearance-wise?
I guess. Because this is what the whole conversation was about earlier today. They were saying that if you're in the house, if you're hard in the house tonight, stand up. Stand up. Let me know. Let me know that you understand. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what they was talking about earlier. They was saying that only a certain people is held at a higher rate than other people. There's a hierarchy.
But according to whom?
According to the conversation that they was having today. Not society, about the Bible. They don't got nothing to do with society itself. They was talking about the Bible itself. They say certain people in the Bible, they're going to get a pass and others not. There's a hierarchy up in heaven. To get through heaven's gate, you got to have a certain blood. You got to have a certain biology is what they were saying. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Jayla. Absolutely. But let's get into this video. Let me see. I got to find the actual video. It was kind of crazy to me. I thought it was wild. I thought it was crazy because they always saying that us black folks, our hip hop culture, and all this is the worst. They always saying that it is the worst. And then they got this man. He is he ain't invited to the barbecue pretty much, babe. They literally kicked him out of the barbecue. Said, no, you're not allowed to come here. Get out. No, Colton Moore. Yeah, so Colton Moore, he's supposed to be a part of the representatives. But however, so I just want to know, because maybe people don't really understand what's going on. Clearly, because my wife don't understand, because she was baking all day, she cooking all day. She got her recipes. The bread was absolutely amazing. Even the girls, the little girls, they cooked some food. It was absolutely delicious. So I want to know, did y'all hear about this whole MAGA state senator in Georgia? His name is Colton Moore, right? So this dude, he tried to pull a whole WWE move on the House chambers, babe. Literally fisticuffs and fighting. Okay, good.
Don't they always do that?
No.
Politicians, they always be showing all over the world too. Russian politicians be fighting all the time. The British ones too.
Babe, he got body slammed by the cops and everything. It's like, boom. Yeah, I got the video. It was crazy. It was wild. You got to see it? Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yeah, he even get to the goddamn Senate floor, Miss Jalen. They was fighting before he even got in there. They jumped up on him. It was wild. It was crazy. And so picture this, right? Moore's out here. He's pushing past police. He's trying to crash the governor Brian's Kemp state of the state speech. But nah, the cops like, not today, son. They like, hold up, son. What? Yeah, because he's young. He's still young. They like, hold up, son. You can't get up in here. They threw him down like he was trying to steal the last chicken at the barbecue, babe. Yeah, because you know in Georgia they fight over their chicken. What's wrong with you? Sit your ass down. You ain't allowed in her. Right? So while all that was going on, babe. So now why he was banned in the first place, right? That's what you probably want to know. So this is rich, babe. This is rich. This is word been used a lot today. Rich. I like it. I heard it today and I like it. I think I'm gonna start using it a little bit more. So last year during a Remembrance Day for the late House Speaker David Ralston. I'm not pronouncing his name. You know I always mess up people's name, right? So Moore called him one of the most corrupt Georgians we've seen in our lives. And he said this while Ranton's family was right there. And you know, it's like pretty much like he showed up at the funeral, said, well, he owed me money anyway. Fuck him. That's what he did at the show. So therefore, the House Speaker, the new House Speaker, John Burns, he sent Moore a letter like, hey, buddy, remember you banned. We don't like that shit that you was doing. But Moore, he was more like, nah, I'm legally required to be here. Legally required. So, so you know what I'm saying? Like him saying that he's legally required to be there. They asked for 350K. Who's asked for 350K? So him saying that he's required to be there is very similar to like if you used to go to your ex wedding and say, hey, look, that's my ex-wife. I'm required to be at this goddamn wedding. This is what he was doing. It was wild. It's crazy to me personally. So Thursday morning, he shows up, and the House officials and the state troopers are like, "Oh hell no!" They had to physically stop him, babe. And when he hit the ground, oh man, he starts whining to the troopers, babe. He's like, "I represent 2,000 people of the North in Georgia," and all the troopers was like, shut up. We ain't hindering nothing. Shut your ass up and get in these goddamn handcuffs. But Moore was out there. He got his hands behind his back, baby, face on the floor. And he was like, this is unconstitutional. He was wild. He's like, it's unconstitutional. You have no respect for the Constitution. Babe, I swear, if I had $1, if I had just $1, but every time someone screamed unconstitutional, when they didn't get their way, I promise you I'll be richer than Jeff Bezos. I promise y'all. Let me see if I can find a video for y'all because this shit was wild. I couldn't believe this really actually happened. It's crazy to me. To me personally, I think that's wild. I think it's crazy. Let me see if I can find the video. I know it's on Twitter somewhere. Mm-hmm. Hold up. Let me see. I don't know how to work my own goddamn shit. Wah, wah, wah. Let's go right here. All right. Let's see. I found the video.
You don't have to be in the way. You're breaking the law too.
Like he was dead. He's like a little kid trying to get, like, you know, when you argue, when your two sons is arguing about who needs to play the game first, and the other is like, no. Stop. Look. Oh. Oh, damn, he hit that floor hard. Lord.
It has gone too far.
These white posters like, catch me outside. How about that?
In Northwest Georgia.
It's the second one today.
Me to be here today, and you're hindering that. Unconstitutional. You have no respect for the Constitution.
He ain't playing around
to the Constitution.
He ain't Mel. He ain't playing around. Like, hey, look.
I don't want to go down this road. I have a constitutional obligation. I understand what you're saying, sir.
Hey.
I understand what you're saying. This has gone too far. So we need to stop.
Mel, it's kind of crazy. It's wild that these folks ain't playing around in these professional places that they say that we be acting up. It ain't us. We ain't the ones acting up like this. It's them. 100%. They be wilding. Why are you acting like this, sir?
I need to be let in.
Why is you tripping, sir?
You're free to stand out here.
God damn it. And he's really not backing down. He's standing there. He's pouting. He's complaining. Hey, but shout out to the state troopers because they wasn't playing with him neither. Even though he was trying to force his way in until he got them goddamn handcuffs on him. They put the cuffs on his ass. Goddamn, they take it. And you know what's crazy is that they taking him to the same jail that Donald Trump got his mugshot in. The same jail that Donald Trump got his mugshot in, that's the jail cell he going to right now. That is crazy. Oh, man. Like, that WWE Slam was insane. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much, but I absolutely did. I don't know why I enjoyed that so much. It was so good. It was so good. Because now literally it was really like WWE. Like the way how they slammed him up was crazy. It was really like, because he's big MAGA state senator in Georgia, babe. Huge. And he really tried to pull a WWE move on the House of Chambers. Like they said, no, we sent you a letter, said you are not welcome, sir. Got body slammed. Where is The Rock? Where is Stone Cold Steve Austin at? Where's Vince McMahon? I know Vince McMahon, he was out there trying to be. Oh, dang. It's hard out here, man. Like, listen, that's a difficult job. God damn it. Ain't no job harder than that. Yeah, Mel. He went to the same jail that Donald Trump got his mugshot in. That now I don't think he's going to jail anymore.
To be here today.
I don't believe he's going to jail anymore.
Unconstitutional.
It's dead.
You have no respect for the Constitution.
Damn.
Complete disrespect to the
Complete disrespect for the Constitution.
I don't want to go down this road.
He said, can you please just leave, goddamn. He said, no, I ain't going to goddamn place. You're going to have to put me in these goddamn fisticuffs. He was begging for the fisticuffs, too. He was begging for the fisticuffs. And, like, it's just so crazy that they keep saying that our culture is so horrible. Our culture does this, that, and the third. our culture is trash. Our culture is only about violence. We don't know how to turn around. Hey, look, we got to stop allowing them saying this is bad about our culture. It don't got nothing to do with us. This is just life. When you feel a certain way, you're going to do whatever you got to do. Straight up. Straight up. That's just what it is. It don't got nothing to do with nothing else. It don't have anything to do with anything else. Look at this man getting arrested, causing trouble, knowing that he got that letter and they told his ass to get the head up out of here. They said, we don't want you in this. We don't want you in our chambers. But what is your thoughts on that? Should he be rightfully so? He did get elected in. Even though he was egregious, he was saying a whole bunch of nonsense. He was doing all the wrong things. Should he have the opportunity to be there even though he's egregious as hell? I want to know. There's a lot of shit going on with the Republican Party right now. Did y'all see that shit with DeSantis as well? Like, he stood there for at least 2 minutes trying to enter, and the troopers just had enough, so they just had to arrest his ass. They had to. And, you know, like, so he's a big Trump supporter. So is he just doing it because he's been, like, disrupting the whole party in the first place? That's been his MO from the jump. What the hell just happened? Where did my story go? Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Yeah, I agree. They might be just imploding on each other for sure. Because over there in Florida as well, DeSantis, he just announced a new senator as well over there. Interesting. The person that he picked at first was against DeSantis. She was actually, she was trying to push Trump out there to be president over DeSantis in the first place. And now DeSantis chose her to go ahead and represent the Senate. So that is very interesting as well. Mel says, exactly. Ever seen them after a big game, win or loss? They tear the arena up. No one says anything. It does not compromise their reputation at all. Not even the slightest. Not even the slightest. And like so more, he was met with a blockade. And officials and the state troopers this Thursday morning. However, they physically had to intervene to stop him from entering the place. All I know, with that happening and the whole thing with Jasmine Crockett as well, and the lady saying, you could catch me outside, I think this shit is wild how they could keep on getting away with it, and they could remain individuals in this situation. They remain individuals within this whole thing. Why, as soon as one black person do something wild, that it is the whole culture is the blame for it. I think that's crazy. And I do not understand the double standard at this point. Is it that we are just that much better that we got to be held at a high standard? If that's the case, then you need to say so. Say that, hey, y'all culture is just so much better than ours. We expect y'all to do more. We're supposed to act like Neanderthals. Why is nobody saying that part? If it is the case, with him screaming out he represents 200,000 people in the northwest of Georgia, we understand that. We understand who elected you. We get that. But nobody's hindering you at all. And like, so, we see it all the times when we hear black men when they get roughed up and on, they say, hey, this is unconstitutional. I have rights. And now we hear him saying the same thing. I bet you nobody's going to say that he was victim blaming. I bet you they're gonna say he's a stand-up dude and he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do for our freedoms. Just like earlier today, we talking about Nancy Mace, and guess what happened with Nancy Mace? They saying that she was just asserting herself. What up, young? They were saying she was just asserting herself. She wasn't being mean or disrespectful just because she inserted herself, just because she was completely gaslighting the whole conversation. Because the thing that Jasmine Crockett was talking about was nothing what Miss Nancy Mace was talking about. At all, not even a little bit. She couldn't stay on topic. She went completely left. Like we know that for a fact that she went completely left because we watched it together, didn't we? Did we not see the same thing? But what we did see across all of YouTube is people going the opposite and saying that Jasmine Crockett was the one that was the antagonizer because she said child, when we know when she said child, she wasn't even directly talking to the lady. She was just saying it because that's just something that we say, like, boy, wasn't really calling you boy. It's just something that said, like, when you say, like, son, that shit was crazy. We're not actually calling you son. She was flipping. She said, I'm a grown. She had to interrupt us. She had to interject. I'm a grown woman. I do what I want to do. How that Beyonce song go? Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how that Jones go. Anybody can hit the link if y'all want. If y'all want to hang out with me, it's all good. And so, also, all the troopers. So I think it was just, it's just wild to see how the double standard is. Where when it comes to us, it is held at such a high regard that we got to be on the straight and narrow at all times. But we had one of the most difficult times here when we have Tulsa. We have this. It goes all the way up to this when Barack was gone. Hey, listen, if Barack wasn't as perfect as he can be, oh my goodness. Shout out to Barack Obama and Michelle for being able to hold it down for as long as they was able to hold it down. And I'm guaranteed that Michelle is opting out of attending the inauguration. I know it's going to be a bunch of YouTubers, black YouTubers most likely, talking down on that part too. Conversation with MJ say, that's not it. People believe they give others their identity and validates them. Okay, we see it here all the time. Of course, we would see it in this aspects. I need comments. I'm about to email MJ the goddamn link so we can have a conversation. I want to know more about that point of view. I think it's an interesting point of view. Because the reason why I think it's interesting because so many times, like everything about us being in any kind of visual standpoint, especially in a political business where it seems like we have to be perfect, and every other culture, they could get passes, they could have misunderstandings. Okay, but for some reason, I think okay. MJ said the Obamas, the Clintons, the Bushes, they all declined to go.
They're not going to the lunch. I think they're going to inauguration, but not to the traditional lunch.
Oh, they're not gonna go to the lunch.
I think so.
Okay, so yeah, but I know for a fact that Michelle, she ain't going to none of it. She ain't going at all. She ain't going to no lunch, and she definitely ain't going to inauguration. I know people. I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's going to be black Republicans or the black MAGA side. They are going to be talking heavily about how Michelle, she don't even have enough respect for this and for that because she didn't go to this goddamn inauguration. So I'm pretty sure Barack is going to be there because his ass can't stay out of politics. He loved the shit with her. He was busy keying up with Donald Trump not too long ago. So we're going to see how that moves as well. Like he got some crazy pictures as well. Let me see his picture. What did he say? He said, what did he say? He says, no, let me just share the screen so we can read this shit together, god damn it. Hold on. Y'all probably can't see it any goddamn way. It's probably too small. Can you see it, babe? It's too small. Huh? You can see it? Not really? It's too small? All right, so I'll just read it to y'all. Y'all don't have to bear with me then, god damn it. So he got a picture. It's him and Donald Trump, and the caption says, the Fannie Willis takedown team is ready to make America great again. He got jokes. They smiling, him and Donald Trump. So many in the MAGA world come to Moore's defense, right, on Thursday, calling this ban and this subsequent arrest for defying it is an overstep, right? So the Georgia speaker just had pro-Trump state senator Colton Moore arrested for doing his job and showing up to the legislative session to represent Georgia's 53rd district at today's State of State joint sessions. So that's what they're saying in the article. Moore has been a disruptor in Georgia politics in recent years. He was first elected in 2018 at the age of 25, young, but really began ruffling feathers with his own party in 2013 when the Georgia Senate Republican caucus slapped him with a ban for their own repeatedly attacking his conservative colleagues. Okay, so those bans have now slowed Moore's comments against his party mates. However, he posted on X on Twitter that the House Speaker Burns is a Republican tyrant. Oh, he posted a whole lot of shit. So they wilding right now. They can't get it together. You proved the point? No, okay. No, I think I should probably find it on Twitter. Definitely going up on Thursday. Yeah. Shit is crazy. Straight up WWE. It's straight up WWE. It's crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. So where you going? I said your ass can't go in there. I said get your ass back. Now don't make me go get the goddamn dogs in the water. He was pissed. Oh man. No, Paul, that was not. That was in America. God damn it, that is the house right there. That was in Georgia today. Sometime this afternoon today. That was in Georgia. That don't have nothing to do with Ukraine or Russia. That's all American politics right there. That is gang banging. That is set tripping at its best. That was Republican on Republican fighting right there. Oh shit, Royce, he wilding. What? Royce said, "Oh, what? They tried to do that to me when I was trying to holler at Trump's wife at the event in DC." What up, Royce? Good to see you, brother. Oh shit, they tried to rough you up, cuz? Damn, that shit was wild. Hold on, that joint was wild. But he was really just like a little kid that couldn't get in. He couldn't get in the club. And he mad. He like, what you mean? I got the dress code on. I got my suit. I got my shoes. I already got my ticket. My peoples in them, they in there with a bottle. They gave me, look, they voted me in. They bought the bottle. They already got their section already. I got my seat picked already. Why you won't let me in the club? Look, he looked drunk too. That's how he looked. He looked like somebody drunk. Hey, no, I'm getting in this club. We bought a bottle. No, you ain't. You better sit your ass. I look, oh. Damn, you strong as hell. The hell you was eating today? Why you so damn strong and short at the same damn time? Get off of me, man. This is some BS. I was just trying to get in there and just speak my mind. That's all I was trying to do. What's up, Corinne? That was my voiceover. What's up, Chanel? Oh man. Yep. That's what happened. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. He was drunk trying to get in the club just now. Goddamn. That's him. Look, that's him trying to get in the club right now. There's peoples in them. I don't know why you hating from outside the club. You can't even get in. Exactly. He's like, nah, man, my peoples in them. Why, yo, bouncer, why you wilding like that? Look, my peoples in them, they bought a bottle. I'm just trying to get in there to see my people. I know I got the big booty holes, and the bouncer like, chill, bro. You can't get in here. You too drunk. We're not letting you back in the spot. He's like, but I already bought my bottles. I got my seat and everything. Why are you trying to stop me? Then they open it up. Why are you trying to get up off me? Stop playing. I'm getting this cup. God damn it, you strong. God damn. I'm sorry, I can't stop. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I don't be the teaser, but that shit is funny as hell. MJ said it's gonna be very difficult. It's gonna be a difficult time for people who are not accustomed to no's and it's because they just feel like they're entitled at all times. They always feel entitled to something. No, I'm not. This is all water. This is all Poland Spring water. That's it. This is just water. That's all I drink. It's that good old water. I be having a lot of yeah, a little bit of tears. That's it, baby girl. I saw him drinking some nice old water. That good old H2O. So I just be having a good time when I be seeing these things. It just be wild to me. Like it's just I probably sound like I guess I be sounding like I'm drunk. Nah, you never heard me drunk. Now when I be drunk, I'll sound crazy. Even though it's been what 8.
You're pretty crazy sober, but
yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah.
I think it's just it's
What is what? It's like triple when I'm drunk.
Quadruple.
Thank you, Chanel. Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna feel it later. I think a lot of these people are gonna feel it later. Also, I think maybe it's really just a shift in how everything's gonna be seen, I believe. And we're not gonna just have it where y'all are just seem like the goody two shoes of every goddamn thing. Y'all the intelligent ones, y'all the scientists, y'all the politicians, and y'all don't get into no kind of mess. Y'all don't get into no fights. Y'all don't get drunk. Y'all don't get arrested. Nah, y'all do all that in a professional setting at that. You know you got that letter. That letter told your ass to stay the F away. And you just could not. You had to be like, no, I was elected here. You wanted to force your way into the goddamn place. It's crazy. So Moore's office, he's trying to call for Burns to resign. Just because of the clips of him being thrown to the ground. So Senator Colton Moore, he says, who exposed and defeated corrupt District Attorney Fannie Willis last year? This is what he's saying. has been arrested by anti-Trump Speaker of the Georgia House. This is what the statement reads. Colton is being held in the same, Atlanta jail. This is what I just already told y'all, as President Trump. We're working to ensure, you know when they say ensure, his expedited release. Please pray for all those standing up for freedom and peace for all Georgians. So when he get arrested and be all belligerent, he is standing up for peace. This is the type of shit I be talking about. That's the type of bullshit that I be seeing all the time, and it's annoying as hell. We seen it earlier today when Nancy Mace, she was out there doing her thing. They were saying how awesome it was. They said we love the way how she stood her ground and spoke up for her. We do need somebody to be speaking up for what? What are you saying, bro? Is it that they have a thing for like black women just to be quiet and docile? Is it that's just them they want to be quiet and docile? Because any other race or culture, they jump up and they buck up, is no problem whatsoever. How can that be? How can that both be at the same time? How can one party, they was cry and complain about black women doing this, that, and the third, they too aggressive. They got too much of an attitude. They always want to fight. And this white woman, Italian woman, she displayed all three in a professional setting. This wasn't at no barbecue. This wasn't at no club. This was at no restaurant. This was not at no goddamn coffee shop. There was none of those things. This was actually at a legit place of business. Place where people are supposed to be able to intellectually have a conversation. And she literally showed that she cannot have a conversation. And majority of people was on her side, even though she was the one that was threatening to physically fight and harm somebody. Where is the balance that they keep saying that I need to have? They keep saying that I'm not balanced, but where is your balance at? Is the balance is only when you are cursing out a black woman? Is that the only time when you can have some goddamn balance? And it's time for people that feels a different way. We got to stand up and we got to make sure we just as loud as the goddamn bullshit artist as saying the remedial rhetoric every single day. Because it ain't going to be on my watch. As long as I got a voice and I'm able to put on and do a show, I'm going to always speak my mind of how I see things. That's just how I seen it today. When they sent this to me, I believe they thought I was going to agree with them and say that, yeah, black women this or black women that, they have an attitude. But no, that's not how I seen it at all. They absolutely displayed it this morning. And the fact that Afro Nerd, he was on both sides of the fence, that was kind of crazy to me. 1 minute he's saying he want to represent the sister, he supports her, but at the same time, how he dislike how ratchet she is. That's crazy when she didn't display no ratchetness so far. Oh, okay, good. Okay. That's what it is. So it's never about the message. It's always about the messenger. I guess that is a problem as well, which I kind of don't. So what is it about? If it's about the messenger, so what is it about a white woman that they feel it is okay for her to overstep her boundaries and talk to other people any kind of way? Do they feel like a white woman is above all other women? Or do they believe that all women are above black women? Because it seems like it doesn't matter. They completely ignore how white women is the reason why this whole red pill society even exists in the first place. They just completely ignores that. She is, if she Irish? Well, she's not Irish. She's Italian. They completely ignore the whole Asian culture, how those women treat the men over there. They know that those women are aggressive. Like how I always tell them, it is no way you're gonna tell me a woman that says, and that's how you say I love you is not aggressive. If a woman's talking to you like that, that's aggressive. I don't care what you're saying. According to the rhetoric, the remedial rhetoric that y'all saying. All I ever see them do is scream and yell at them. It's not even a sexy language. Even when they whisper, it's like, goddamn woman, what did I do to you? I said Asian, whatever. But what I'm saying is that we see it time and time again that women of other cultures, they don't take no shit neither. This is just a human experience that people are going to stand up for themselves. If they are strong-willed, it doesn't matter the culture, they're going to stand up for themselves. We know how they act. We know those Middle Eastern women, how they say they are so submissive and all that. But guess what? They ain't doing certain things unless that man do certain things too. They're like, hey, listen, did you give my daddy that goddamn cow? If you ain't get no cow, you ain't getting no milk and honey. But they keep saying this and keep trying to scare our culture of women into just taking less of a man. This is why I had the show not too long ago saying, hey, do men deserve less? Because they keep on crying that they want to do less in a relationship. Damn, conversation with MJ. No, I did not see that. It's a podcast of married men admitting and laughing that they don't love their wives. Man, that is crazy. And I don't really understand men that want to push, they want to lift themselves up by pushing a woman down. That's crazy to me. That don't make no sense whatsoever. And I think that's another reason why they always cry and complain and say, so you mean to tell me you don't see nothing bad? No, I don't see anything bad. Within my relationship, within my wife, within whatever situation that we go through, as long as we got through it, there's nothing bad that happened in my relationship. I don't care what it is. I don't care what argument it is. It don't matter. We got through it, then it ain't bad. That means it was just a lesson. What's the name of the show, MJ? Maybe I'll pull it up right now so we can have the conversation. What channel it was on? Where is that? Because I definitely didn't see it yet. What's the name of the podcast? You know the name of the podcast, MJ? Because I have no idea. Because I don't get a chance to watch other people's stuff. I don't even see what other people reviewing, what's hot, what's not. I just see something. If I enjoyed it, I'm going to talk about it. I need to do a little bit better at reviewing what other people doing, but I don't be having time for it. This came across my timeline, so I spoke about it. Okay, good. Thank you, MJ. And I think it definitely says something about the caliber of men that have to push their women down to lift themselves up. It's kind of scary when you really break it down. It is a scary thing. Like, it is no way that I'm going to lift myself up by pushing my wife down. Like, you choke, like, it's so crazy that you know that is one of your decisions. You're saying something that you don't love, that you want to take care of for the rest of your life or whatever that is. however you plan on taking care of her, that was one of your decisions. So you got to be talking about yourself. That is a great point, Mel. I think that's another issue too, Mel. That's a great point. Only people who never been around other groups tend to pedestalize or prejudice the group. They don't know those folks. I agree 100%. That's the real problem that I think most of the people they have, that they are not around other people and have conversations around different cultures so they can understand what's really going on. They don't have nothing to do with race, gender, none of that. People are going to be people of all colors and creeds. So if you got a certain class, it doesn't matter what color that woman is or man, he's going to act a certain way if he's in that class, usually. That's just what it is. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Damn, this was just recently too, MJ. Let me see. Let's go ahead and let's drop this. Let's see. Let's see what this is all about. Let's see what this are. Podcast bros admit they don't love their wives after 8 years of marriage. This is wild. This is going to take a turn. I did not know we was going to do this, but this is going to take a turn for sure. Hold on. Let me get that better. Okay. What up, Venus? Good day to you, beautiful. We're about to review some nonsense, I believe, but we're going to see. We're going to listen to what these men got to say. Shameful. Might have to change the name of the damn title.
No, neither.
What? These men are admitting and they are saying the silent part loudly for us to hear. And ladies, listen up.
Okay.
Hey, people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome to my channel. Destiny? How you all doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a video of the podcast bro. The mics are out again. Okay. So this podcast bro, these are grown men married. Let me take it back. Grown married men for years. One of them even said he has been married for 8 years. So this one of them asked response to it, and then we'll come back and talk more. But let me know what you think about what they said down in the comment section.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
The subject. I gotta ask you a question. Are you in love with your wife? No, neither.
What?
I don't believe in that shit anyway. It's okay. It's overrated. No, listen, the wife.
Okay.
See,
y'all need to explain that shit to me then.
I had a feeling. No, I'm not in love with my wife.
Why?
I don't even know her.
What are you doing? Why?
This is our 8th. Hold on, we got married in 2016. This is year number 8. September 8th, we'll be married 8 years. No. No. Ruby D and Ozzy Davis, right?
Yeah.
65 years married or something crazy. Right?
Yeah.
So when he died, Will and Jada went over there. This is before all the Will and Jada.
Yeah.
They went over there for like some type of talk, counseling talk. She goes, Ruby, who's 80s, 90, goes, how long you known that boy? And Jada said, Jada said,
what'd she say?
20 years.
Okay.
You don't know him.
You don't know him, honey.
Shit.
Yeah. All my relationship with my wife is a relationship with myself. I'm just discovering parts of me, bro. We're lying to ourselves so much to hold up this story or this ideal, the fantasy, without, as opposed to just really dealing with what's there and accepting it.
Which is what?
Well, to the best of your ability.
I understand this. Now, how do you get women to understand that?
You understand what? What are you saying?
Out of the fantasy.
You get them to, by you bowing out. And my wife thinks she's in love with me, probably. It's a buzzword. Yeah. It's a concept.
Yo. Whoa. That's wild. Wow, the podcast bros is wildin'. That's crazy, Natasha. That's wild to hear grown men talk about their wives that way. That is kind of crazy. He said, I don't even think I'm kind of speechless to that fact. I don't even understand what should I say about that. He said, I don't even think my wife really understands who I am and if she loves me or not. She don't really love me. It's a fantasy that she loves me. What? Damn. That's wild. Right, just because you are unhappy with whatever you picked, because you probably been listening to these goddamn Passport Bros or these Red Pill Bros, so clearly their new name is Podcast Bros. So Paul says a little truth to it, though. I want to know what part of it was truthful, Paul. Please let me know what part of this was truthful, because I'm confused about what he's saying right now. He was absolutely projecting he doesn't love her, and he trying to put that on her just so he could feel better about it. What's up, Natasha? That's what was really going on. He doesn't love her anymore, or he thought he was in love with her, or he lived in some kind of fantasy world because he thought once he married his wife that she was going to become a wife instead of her, Crystal, whatever her name is. I'm just throwing a name out there. He forgot that he was marrying Crystal. That's what he forgot. He was marrying Crystal. This don't have nothing to do with what you're talking about. What? Just because you magically marry somebody doesn't mean that you changing who the person is. It's not a magical marriage. That's Crystal. It's not a wife. That is your wife. And your wife's name is Crystal. And your wife, Crystal, has a personality type. It wasn't going to change magically. Delicious out of nowhere. This ain't Lucky Charms, bro.
Concept that's been propagated that we've adopted and creates an unrealistic expectation that we look for, and when it's not present, we feel something is wrong.
Yeah, we've allowed that to condition ourselves to that concept being a governance.
Can't get off this subject. I gotta ask you a question. Are you in love with your wife? No, neither.
Man, I know for a fact that this was a group of women talking about their husbands, and all these women are saying that they are not in love with their husbands. Every man will have an issue with it. Every man would say, I can't believe these girls are saying this out loud in the public, disrespecting their husbands like that. Woo! Every man, if this was a group of podcast girls talking about, hey, and if anybody want to hit the link, you can hit the link. It's in the description. I'll drop it here as well. It's in the description. You can absolutely hit the link. It's all good. So if it was a group of women sitting down, some podcast girls talking about how they do not love their man, every man say, see, this is what I'm talking about. They disrespect us. No, MJ, I am not going to agree with this part, but yes, I see where you're going there. Ooh, yeah. I see what you did there, MJ.
You know how you get so mad that you're calm? That's the emotion I feel right now. There should be no reason why you don't love and or like the person you marry. It just doesn't make sense. Some people can sit up here and be like, oh, love isn't important as long as, no. We're talking about basic human decency. If you don't like and or love the person that you spend a lot of time with, why are you spending time with them? If you don't.
That is a bar. I'm glad at least we got a young man. I'm glad we got a young man saying that. I don't know if that young man is married or not. And this is what they're going to attack him on and say, hey, you don't understand how it is to be tied up with somebody for 8 years. That's the shit they're going to give him. We know that for a fact. You still wet behind the ears. They're going to call him a simp. They're going to say, you still thinking about your mama. I absolutely can't deny it, Venus. I'm going to stand by it. No, I'm capable of love, goddammit. Let's see what else is going to be said.
Don't love the person that you got on the knee for. Why would you get on the knee for him? It just doesn't make sense, and it sounds like you're on anything. Put a tariff on these podcast mics, please.
I gotta ask you a question.
Not a tariff. Babe, this goddamn sauce is bomb diggity. Yeah, this sauce is delicious. God damn. And the bread is phenomenal. Man, ain't nothing like some homemade. What kind of bread is this?
Vegan cheese and Italian. Well, it's sourdough, but I made it big.
Ooh, sourdough with herbs, spices, and cheese baked into the bread. Vegan cheese, by the way. Yes, y'all know I'm vegan. This is delicious. Oh my god, this is so good.
Are you in love with your wife? No, me either.
What?
I don't believe in that shit anyway. It's so
Okay.
it's overrated.
No,
Listen,
then why?
listen.
Okay,
See.
y'all need to explain that shit to me now.
I had a feeling. No, I'm not in love with my wife.
Why?
I don't even know her.
Woo! The fact that he said he don't even know her. That is crazy. Call HQ. What up? So I think the fact that he's saying he don't know his wife, that is crazy. Right, we about to remix the song "Cooking with Anya" because this goddamn sourdough bread from scratch is cooking phenomenal. Now I think we need to bottle up this sauce, put it in a damn jar. This is delicious.
We've been saying it for 13 years.
I've been telling you need to bottle this goddamn recipe up for 13 years. I have been.
Okay, you're the business part, so.
God damn, this food delicious. I'm about to end the goddamn live. Shit. I can eat it properly, make sure it don't get cold. Oh man, it's delicious. What's up, Rogue C? How you doing? What up, Giggles? Name the sauce the wildest sauce. But yes, I find it so interesting that these men are saying they don't. Two men are in the room saying how much they do not enjoy their wife. They don't love their wife. He don't even know his wife. I think that's sad. It's crazy, but I think a lot of men, they get caught up in, I'm assuming, like we always assume that women are the ones that get caught up in the Disney situation, but I think it's really the men that get caught up in this whole Disney fairy tale of that once they get married, that they woman is supposed to turn into something else. You my wife, you supposed no, like that is Crystal. You need to call her what she is. What did you marry? You married her. You didn't marry just a wife. You married her. Her name is, she has a name. She has a personality type. She has a past. She has a future. Like, and I think this is when they have a issue at. Personally, that's what I think be going on with them. This just sounds crazy though.
Doing why? This is our 8th. Hold on, we got married in 2016. This is year number 8. September 8th, we'll be married 8 years. No.
You know we've gone too far as a society, right? We know the podcast game has gone too far. When we have grown men on a podcast discussing and laughing about how they don't even like their wife, they're not in love with their wife. How is that even a topic to talk? Where and at what point does this become the topic now? And what?
I just saw a podcast episode where there are 3 married men on the podcast, and one of them asked the other, "Are you in love with your wife?" And
yeah, I want to hear more what they have to say about it. To be honest, I want to see what more they got to say about it. But it's good to see. This is just so good. It is so good. What we should do?
Cooking show and then make it, then you eat it and you react to it.
Because damn, they got. Man, I'm telling y'all, the joint is delicious. They got olives on it. Got some capers. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 That's really. That's spot on. That's spot on. Mm. Rosie said, "You had me at olives and capers." And that is the crazy part, HQ. That is, it is somebody clapping like, yeah. They like, yeah. We don't love our wives. And for a long time, I think I got caught up in it too when they were saying like, hey, a marriage ain't nothing about love. I was misunderstanding what they was trying to represent, I believe now. Because before I thought I was looking at as, hey, look, just because I have love for general people, like I have love for any one of my children's mother. I love them. However, I don't have the love for them to be with them in a forever relationship. And so when I heard people back in the day say, oh, you don't have to love the person to be married, I kind of understood it, but I understood it in my way because I absolutely love my wife, right? So, but I also know that I could be with her and it doesn't have to be the whole love because I have love, general love for other human beings that I'm not married to. But now I'm starting to understand when they are saying that, it is a whole different meaning to majority of these men. When they're saying they actually don't love the woman. Yes. It's a completely different, and I'm mad that I even put myself within a conversation about that. That's kind of crazy. I didn't know how crazy was this. Is before I knew that men were lovers of men. I didn't know how much they was trying to push their women down just to build themselves up. I had no idea that this was a real thing because I never wanted to look like I'm just better than my wife. That don't make no sense to me. That doesn't make no sense that I'm going to say that I'm the better person in the relationship. Dog, stop. Or I'll bust your ass. It gotta be, Natasha. They are all homosocial. This is why it's a room full of men just bragging and laughing and saying how much they don't love the person that they supposed to be laying with every single day. But maybe these are men that don't sleep in the same room with their wives, right? Because now we finding out that it's a lot of couples that don't even sleep in the same room or even want to sleep in the same house. We starting to see that more and more as these conversations.
But you also look at your wife as a representation of you as well. If you're better than me, then that's like
that's a bad choice for me.
Yeah, that makes you look bad.
So I that's why I never looked at that. That's a choice that I decided to make. So these men decided to make a bad choice of who they move in a relationship with, in my opinion. This is on you, not the woman. This is not an indictment on the woman that you don't love, that you chose to walk down the aisle with. And I don't understand how they don't see that. This don't have nothing to do with the woman. This is all you. This is why they get mad at me, because they say you don't put nothing on the woman. What if she's mean? What if she's this? What if she don't cook? What if she don't clean? What if she don't pop it on the handstand? Like, what if she don't do all day? It don't matter because you chose her. You married her. You stayed married to her for the past 8 years. You knew who Crystal was. Don't think just because all of a sudden you got married to Crystal, she was going to turn into a different human being. It doesn't magically work like that. You married the human being in front of you. So this is why I keep blaming the men. It ain't her fault. If she ain't your type, you should have married her. You shouldn't got to the second or third date. You shouldn't got past 3 months, 6 months. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Let me see. Do they talk again? Let's see.
Wife? No, neither. What? I don't believe in that shit anyway. It's okay. It's overrated. No. Listen, the wife. Listen, okay, see. Now you explain that shit to me then. I had a feeling. No, I'm not in love with her. Why? I don't even know her.
Those men consider them.
The fact that they're saying they don't even know her, that's mind-boggling to me. That's mind-boggling to me. I think, yes, you're going to learn new things about your mate every single year, day, as you move forward. If you are paying attention to your mate, that's for a man or a woman, by the way. That's for a man or a woman. I believe that no matter what, you are going to learn new things about your partner every year because they are supposed to be growing as a human being. So you're not supposed to just know your partner 100% because they are forever growing. They are forever getting better. So are you. You're supposed to be forever getting better. There's no summit of what this better is. You are continuously moving through life, getting better every day, learning new things about yourself, about life, about perspective, ideologies, philosophies. So you should be learning new things about your wife every year, in my opinion. And so should the wife be learning new things about her husband, everything. You should be, your partner should be so interesting that you are learning new things about. You want to learn new things about that, but that doesn't mean because you are finding new things about your partner, that means you don't know your partner. Oh my goodness. That is just crazy. Them kids is crazy. Yeah, that's true. Right. Natasha, these are supposed to be the leaders. Well, for sure, they are not protecting their wives because anybody that know who these men wives are, they are going to be looking at their wives like, damn, I feel bad for you. They're like, damn, your husband don't even love you? Giggles, they really are. And they're not even close neither. So they singing their hearts away. We should not be able to hear them. But however, I don't know. They crazy as hell. They definitely do. They love to have their own. Yeah, you're right. We gotta let them sing. They happy at home, so we gotta let them be. Well, at least they ain't bothering me. And so these men that are projecting this situation onto their wife because they are not happy being in the situation that they are in anymore. Maybe because they want something younger. Maybe they just believe that the grass is greener on the other side, which we know that is a problem that men are having nowadays, that they always think the grass is greener. No, you are just a bad gardener, sir. You need to take care of your lawn instead of worrying about how green the other yard is. For all you know, that green grass is turf. It's artificial. It's not real. And you over there lusting over some green grass that's not real. You have a real person at home laying down with you, hopefully. But again, we keep hearing that a lot of these people, they are not even sleeping in the same bedrooms. One is sleeping on the couch. One is sleeping in the room. Now they talking about sleeping in separate houses. Whew. And these are married men talking like this. So that's going to scare who? The young men. I'm telling you, this is delicious. No, they had an issue with marriage period. They said it was fake. And we're starting to see that a lot more too, that more and more men, they are really upset about this whole idea of marriage and being with one human being. And they have, man, Shicey, I really want to disagree with you. I really do. I really want to disagree with you so bad. I really do. But the more we have the conversations with these men, it's usually the married ones that have the nastiest mindset about women, for sure. And for a long time, I really believed that the majority of men did not believe this about women. For a long time, I believed that men was straight men and they love women like the way how I love a woman. For a long time, I really believed that, but I was completely wrong. That majority of these men, they are not even getting married because they love the woman. They get married to show everybody else this is really their beard. They are really homosocial and they don't actually have no kind of love for a woman. They really just have this woman because that's what they're supposed to do in society. And society told them that they're supposed to have that. It actually has nothing to do with the woman at all. They want to have a woman so they could get together and have something to complain about together. Give them a reason to talk shit at the barbershop. This whole locker room talk that they talking about. Clearly, their wife can't cook because shit. This is delicious. It's all right. It's all right. Giggles, you might be right. For a long time, I was thinking that's not true. I was thinking that if people are just honest with themselves, they could find their person. But the more, at least on the internet, these real people are acting really strange. And it's fucking weird. It's also, I just dropped the link. It's also in the description because I know on the vertical it's very difficult to get the link. Sometimes you got to copy it and paste it into the goddamn browser. I'll be having mad difficulties trying to get the link on this joint. But the link is also in the description as well. So you could also click the description and you can see it. I'll put it in there again for you too. You can't click it, right? Yeah. It'd be difficult to click the goddamn link. Try the description one too. On the vertical, they gotta fix that. On the vertical, they gotta fix that because it's always very difficult to click. I always have to copy and paste the actual link in. Oh, you know what I could do? I could send it to you on Instagram, homegirl. Act like you ain't my peoples. Hold on. I could send it to you straight on Instagram. How about that? Let me find you. Where have you been? There she go. I'm going to send it to you on Instagram. You should be able to click it through there much easier. That's the easiest way to get it. So I sent it to you on your Instagram, Venus. So that should be easier for you to click and get you right where you need to be. So try it that way. Let's see if that way works. So Venus, I sent it to you on Instagram. Let me know if that works for you. Paul says, I do think about sex quite often, though. I can't deny that. I don't think there's nothing wrong, but I think that's healthy. I don't know how old you are, but that's a healthy thing to do. My wife she don't even got to put on nice clothes. I think about it. I'm just mad that my kids are such haters. All as soon as we got to do is lay up, sit next to each other, and open our mouths. Hey, babe, how's your day? Mommy, daddy. They want to jump in. Thank you so much, Natasha. Oh, Giggle said, my brother's wife is a good cook, clean, and good at bed. How you know? He said that that's why he stands. Hey, listen. I understand them 100%. I understand your brother 100%. Me and your brother is brothers. God damn it! Welcome to the show, the voice of Venus. Good day. So that way worked out. Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Cooking with Anya. I had to say that. Oh my God. I had a question, okay? Because it's more and more of this kind of footage, like circulating all over the internet. Yeah. So couple that mixed with the women who be like crying about how alone they feel in their marriages and all this stuff. What are like people who are not married supposed to think about marriage? Because it's like it looks like on both sides it's just like an imbalance, like something's not right. And I think I have a theory. I think social media has a lot to do with get to see so much fantasy that they're like their reality is getting skewed, and they're expecting like some perfect fantasy that they're seeing 30-second and 3-minute videos of online, and they think because they don't have that I'm unhappy now. I don't know.
It's definitely got to do with some kind of fantasy that's going on in their head. I don't know if it's a Disney thing. I don't know where they get this fantasy from. This imagination that they are not marrying the person that's in front of them. They are marrying people that they don't actually like. Both parties, because that man, he was distant before you married him, most likely.
Yeah.
And he didn't show you no love before y'all got married. And then for some reason, she believed that after he became her husband, that he was going to change. No, I'm sorry, but that is Mike. Mike been a dick. Mike been homosocial.
This is why it's no love in general, though, because I'm willing to. I don't like lying unnecessarily, but I'm willing to lie before I embarrass my husband on purpose. Like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's like no level of protection, even on a image type. Like even if that's how you feel now, like you said, everybody who knows your wife is looking at her crazy for even being with you now. Now you done invited all these extra opinions that are probably going to ruin your marriage. So I hope you meant what you said, because it's going to be a wrap more than likely. Even if she stays, she's going to resent the hell out of you. She's not like I don't understand how they say the men are the logical ones, but they lack foresight. They don't think ahead at all. Like, cause imagine being somebody's wife and looking up and seeing that shit. Like, how's that gonna go in the future in the house that you have to be in with this woman? And to think like and it was the laugh for me. Like, if you play it again, it was the eye contact, it was the laughter. And I knew it. Like, he couldn't, it's like he could not wait to get that shit out. And he was so happy that another man felt the same way. That shit is weird. So either you like men, because why did you want to ask? First of all, why is that a question you asking another man and be like, I knew it? So you've been sitting around thinking about whether or not I am in love with my wife? What the fuck? Either you want her or you want me. What is going on? Because why are you thinking about that? And then to start laughing, throwing your head back like in bliss, like he was just so happy. Me either. And then he was like, hell no, like the conviction. You know what I'm saying? He had to make it known, like, I absolutely do not like that bitch. Okay, that's how I heard it. I don't know. That shit is crazy. I just wish I could be a fly on because, like, how is anybody? Like, I would hate you. I would legit hate my husband after that shit. Like, hate.
I could definitely understand that the disdain that any human being would have for their spouse if they'll say that out loud in a demeaning way. It's not like because I could even find a way, in my opinion, I could say, hey, yeah, I'm not in love with my wife right now. We're going through a rough time. I think that could be acceptable. Right?
That's realistic, but it was the way, like,
it was absolutely the way.
Yeah, it was a lot in the nonverbal communication, like just the laughing, how quickly they were. No, hell no. Like, what?
And also,
he said that like he was talking about a woman on the street. Like,
and also, like, you never established that you once was in love with her ever. You made it seem like they also made sure with the body language that they was never in love with this woman. Both of them was never in love with this woman.
And try to rationalize it. Talking about Will and Jada. You ain't Will and Jada. What the fuck are you even talking about? A conversation that took place between a married couple and a widow that had nothing to do with you. So now you just reaching for the stars to rationalize the fact that you don't love your wife. Like, what? And then the other one, so self-absorbed. All it is a relationship with myself. Then you should love her then, because don't you love yourself? None of it makes sense. Like, I don't understand. Like, what the fuck?
Clearly, they don't have no love for themselves. And clearly, a lot of people do that. They conflate with somebody else saying, she said, she told Jada, you don't know your husband. That have nothing to do with you. And you don't know what context that she was trying to explain that on.
That's really, it just breaks
the
my
whole
heart.
story. You got to give us the context of why she said that.
Right. And it
Do
just
she
breaks
know?
my
Do
heart.
she
Like,
know Will in a way that maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many contexts to that. So many. Like, that's like if me and Venus was married for 10 years and her brother said, you don't know her yet. He was, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different context than somebody just that don't know you tell me that you don't know your wife. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, all those things matter. Those little bit of nuances, it absolutely matters in a conversation.
it just breaks my heart that women, like, I don't know what it is with these men today. I'm gonna say black men because I genuinely, it might be my algorithm, but it's all I see. It's just like they're really getting off on publicly humiliating the women that they claim they love, and I don't understand it. I don't understand the need for it. Like, even if you felt like that, certain things should stay between husband and wife. Period. Like, it should just stay between the people in a relationship. Because what are we gonna do for him? All we gonna do is put the pressure on them women to leave your ass. That's something we did not need to know. Like, I don't get why they get in front of strangers and start spilling that type of tea. And so it's like you value attention from strangers and validation more than you value the woman who's staying by your side for 8 years. Like, they should definitely leave.
And then the fact that it went viral is a whole nother extra component to it. It's and also the fact that they didn't even consider that it could possibly go. Maybe it's a small podcast. They thought maybe they just talking amongst each other. They got so comfortable with doing the podcast over a year or whatever. They never thought that this clip would go viral, right? But the clip did go viral. And the fact that foresight that you was talking about earlier, this is the thing that men are supposed to do for their family, to have foresight, to see things coming before they actually hit your household, to protect your family at all costs, mentally, physically, and financially. And you didn't put no parameters in front for this clip at all. And everybody that ever sees you with your woman is going to be having a side eye, and she is going to feel that pressure every time y'all go outside.
If nothing else, she gonna leave for that. If nothing else, that public humiliation, and then first of all, just me realizing, like, damn, he don't love the way he said that. I would think he doesn't even like me as a person, let alone love me. And then I gotta be embarrassed every time I step outside with you, or even by myself, because the people who know me now, I'm looking like some stupid woman who just desperate. Like, you just made. I don't understand. And this is what I hate when the men love to make this on the panels. They make these protection arguments. Oh, but we're the protectors, and you expect us to protect. But y'all don't even know how to protect in a way that ain't even violent. In the easiest way, y'all don't even know how to protect nobody. You don't know how to protect your marriage, your relationships, your woman. Like, you don't know how to protect in no way.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Somebody in the comments said, these are dudes who gonna go hard for their homeboys though. Right? They're gonna go super hard for their, like, I'm not trying to be cynical, but the more I hear this shit, it makes me feel like Princella is on to something. When she be like, men are incapable, because it's like, when you listen to the shit they say, it's like, well, shit. They're she got it from them, and they constantly confirm it. So I don't know.
They definitely do a good job of confirming it, or our algorithm just understand where we at in life, and we. It's like how that we keep on constantly seeing the same thing over and over, and like when Shicey said it, like I really want to disagree with it, but we got so many men that hit these panels. We got Trigger Mike, we got those two gentlemen, we got Angry Man, we could go on and on about the men that are married that talk down on women all day, every day, and it's like, damn. At the same time, it got to be part of our algorithm too, because I know it got to be plenty of married men channels that talking positivity and productive about their wives.
I see those too. Like I just seen a video of a guy who was telling women that you need to get with men who actually like women. And he was breaking it down. He was like, there's men who like sex with women, but they don't like women in general. He was like, you need to know how to identify a man who genuinely knows how to enjoy a woman's company, genuinely knows how to see value in her as a person. And you need to focus on those men. Because the other men, yeah, they like to mate with you or have sex with you, but that's it. And we hear it, when they get on panels, like women aren't interesting, women aren't funny, women aren't this, women aren't that, right? So they tell you like they don't view women as people for real. It's like women are kind of something to play with for them.
And that's going to be I seem like that's going to be the harsh truth for both parties. Both parties will have to start paying attention to what the other person is saying more. And then this is why I really believe that it should be a conversation being had about you need to be possibly dating your friend. Because at least your friend, you kind of know what they are. They would tell you if, all things that you just said. I don't think women are that interesting. I don't think women are that smart. I don't think women are this, that, and whatever it is that they checking the list off on what women don't have.
Well, you ain't even got to be friends with them, right? You don't even have to be friends with them. You just see it. Like, all right, just how he talk about women. Even some men, like, you hear how they talk about their own sisters like she ain't shit. Their own mother like she ain't shit. All of that should be red flags. But I don't know what it is with women where they think it's cute when men shit on every woman but them. Like, you don't know that you're next. You don't know that. Like, they be thinking, oh, I'm so special. He don't talk about me like that. Yeah, not today. Well, he done with your ass. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be.
You on the chopping block. He just waiting patiently.
Right, but it's like, and I get it. I'm a woman. Women want to feel special, but sometimes I think that makes women turn a blind eye to shit that's in front of their face. And yeah, you're gonna be in a world of pain trying to hold on to somebody who feels like that. Let they ass go. If you stay with somebody who don't like you, at a certain point, it has to mean you don't like yourself and you're punishing yourself.
It has to be. That's the only thing I'm really thinking about. It's like, it has to be that if you were saying that you've been with this person for 8 years, how long have you been feeling this? And now you just feel like you're at the point where you don't care if the relationship is salvaged or not. So that's why you are willing to say it. So this is going to be your excuse for her to break up with you because you are not man enough to say this relationship met its course. I never really liked you. I don't know why I got married. You can't even probably have the conversation properly. And this is why it's so many thoughts are up in the air because the way how they communicated, like, yeah, I don't love her ass on some real hateful shit. It didn't sound like it was something that happened that turned him off. Like he caught her doing something or vice versa. Like it just was like, man, I ain't never really loved her. I don't even know. Like it seemed like if we used to hear his inner thoughts, he said, I don't even know why I ever even married this bitch.
The way he was laughing, it was very like, man, you don't like that woman at all.
At
like
all.
He doesn't
you don't
like
have
her.
no kind of likeness towards her.
And I think, okay, so I brought social media up because the fact that it's more and more videos like this is telling me something. Like these grown ass men are followers, Sharon. Like you see, the foresight is going out the window because they're not even thinking. They're just following what other people are doing. So like everybody is addicted to attention. So they want to get up in front of a camera and a microphone and look at me, to the point that they fuck up their own life. Because I promise you, ain't neither one of them houses harmonious at this point. And they keep on getting up and doing it, right? I just don't understand. Like if I, as a woman, a single woman, have the foresight to understand that if I love somebody, I cannot go in public and do no shit like that. I don't understand how somebody who would be in the institution of marriage for 8 years would have not learned that lesson. Like you just certain shit you don't do. I don't care how you feel about your wife. That's between you and God and her. You not supposed to get in public and humiliate your wife. Like what the fuck?
Absolutely. And the fact when we have Michelle Obama say that she wasn't in love with her husband for the time he was president, 8 years or whatever that was, and she disliked him because he was so busy and she had to do so much and she could barely see him. These men was cooking Michelle Obama for that.
Oh yeah. Men can never take what they dish. You know, and this is the thing women need to learn too. Like if a man cheat on you, you'll stay. If he cheats on you, you'll stay. If you cheat on him, more than likely he's going to leave. Like men consistently show women the shit that we deal with for them, they would never. And like you just said, Michelle Obama went viral for saying something similar, and the men were in an uproar, right? It was, oh my God, so disrespectful. Where are the men now? You're the only man I've seen talking about this.
Yeah.
So it's like they can dish stuff, but they cannot take. That's why I feel like they don't view women as people, because we're expected to endure all types of things and they will endure nothing.
Because for sure, if Michelle would have said it to this level and said, I ain't never loved Barack Obama.
Man,
the greatest black man in the universe at the time. Lord have mercy, we would have never heard.
And you know what's interesting? All the black men were so offended because they can identify with black men when it's convenient. Why they not identifying with this? Why they not identifying with this black man right now? Why nobody saying nothing about him? Because it don't matter how you treat women. It's only wrong when you do it to women. It's not wrong when you do it to men, though. You notice that? I mean, like, it's not wrong when you do it to women. I'm sorry. When Michelle Obama did it, they went in uproar. Now look at these men. I don't see all these uproar videos from men because it doesn't matter how you treat women. You just have to treat men well.
And that's deep rooted. That's a scary thing. That's a scary thing when you really think about it. And I don't even know where it's actually coming from if majority of us coming from single mother households like they're saying.
I think people have a lot of hurt and trauma and don't know themselves and have unrealistic expectations of what somebody you get in a relationship is supposed to be. I think everybody thinks that the person you get with is supposed to be like this flawless, magical person who's gonna fix you. And it don't work like that. And so they get disappointed. And now they don't like the other person, but really, like, your issues really stem with you a lot of times. It's something I'm learning. I've been like reading about this, just trying to figure my own self out. And I've done that in the past too. Like, you get with people and you think like you put too much into that person instead of like focusing on yourself. Like, you're supposed to make you happy, but then you looking at another person to make you happy, and now you mad.
Yeah, that is something that is not possible. You cannot make the other person happy. That person gotta be internally happy for sure. And clearly, a lot of these men, they are not happy either with life, their wife, their job, whatever the case is, and it just projects out of them. And you just let them talk long enough, and you listen to them, you'll hear it come out of them every single day that they don't really. Even the ones that are married in our spaces, where we hear them talk about women, we know. Well, for me personally, I feel like I know they have an issue with their wife.
Oh yeah, for sure. And instead of saying it to her, you saying it to us. But you need to be able to say it to her. But that's part of the
Yes.
problem too. Like getting with people who we really can't even have hard conversations because we're not emotionally equipped. So people end up like holding things in, and it comes out in other ways.
It absolutely comes out in different directions and other ways, and we hear it. And I try not to like say nothing when I see it because they always because they always gonna revert like you don't know, you haven't been in my house and you haven't it because whenever you see somebody for who they are, all of a sudden you become the crazy person.
Yeah, it's true.
Every single
It's
time.
true. Look, I'm guilty of it. That's true. People, that's what I'm saying. People got to know themselves first of all. That's the only reason it'd be like shocking to you that somebody saw past your bullshit.
Yeah. The mirror,
How
the
dare
mask
you?
is off. What
You see me?
happened?
You see me?
You
Meanwhile,
really?
everybody been seeing you. They just the first person to tell your ass. But
Right.
everybody saw you. It be like that. It really be like that.
And so that's one thing that I learned, and especially having these shows, right? Because a lot of times they be like, "Oh, you don't know me." They always jump the quick because I'm quick to like analyze who the person is, and like I could be wrong, and I don't mind being wrong about the situation. And this is something that I think a lot of people don't like. I don't mind being wrong because I know me being right or wrong, right? It doesn't matter. This is what I picked up from you, but this is how I kept myself safe for all these years. So
Yeah.
I'd rather be wrong and safe. You know what I'm saying?
Then vulnerable,
Yes.
and actually
And get
possibly
hurt
right.
somehow, some way by you.
I think we
I'd
have
rather
to.
do that.
I think we have to. I think a lot of us have to unlearn and relearn what love is for real, what a relationship is for real. Because I think that's really part of the problem. Is like just our ideas around these things just be wrong. And that's why we get so disappointed because our expectations are unrealistic in the first place.
Reading rhythms 101. Class is in session. Oh God, that was hilarious.
But it's sad, Sharon, because it makes me feel like men and women are not getting better. They're getting. That's why I blame social media. It's like it became trendy to shit on black women all over the internet, right?
Yeah.
And then, black women are gonna buck back. But all of us, everybody participating or just listening, if you hear it enough, it does start to kind of like make you look at the opposite sex, like on both ends, right? Like, what's up with y'all? And so I think it's more divisive than anything. And I think like people are again not having foresight. Because like long term, it's just causing like a lot of division and separation. And because I feel that like listening to these men make me feel like, oh hell, fuck these niggas. Like,
I ain't never. Right, so like I always found that part interesting because like no matter what, even if I was single today and I see all of these women that these content creators talk about on a day-to-day basis, they always talk about the bad actors, and clearly these married men are a part of the bad actors, even though it did have a couple of men speak about it in the clip that we was watching. I always was still my own person where I was going to go outside and see if I get that same reaction that these people are talking about. I'm not going to just automatically say the majority of women acting like Meg Thee Stallion, for whatever example, because that's one of the people that they try to discredit a lot, or Sexy Red or Glorilla, because now I think it's something going on with her where she says she want a boyfriend or something. I don't know, but I seen her name starting to pop up a lot. But I never wanted a woman like that. I'm going to still go after the type of woman that I see fit for me. Not because some other man say, see how these ladies are? I don't give a fuck what you think about my woman. If I was like Travis Hunter, I like me, I got there stripper ass girl. Hey, I'm going to be proud that I got my stripper ass girl because that's the girl I wanted. If I want a freaky ass, always showing her ass and dancing on tables and whatever the case is of all the negative stereotypes that they be talking about, if that's the woman I chose, I'd be proud of her. I don't care. That's my woman. My peen got hard because of my woman. Me and my woman lay down every goddamn night. She pick up my dirty ass drawers. That's my woman. I don't give a damn about what no other man thinks about what my woman is, the one that I chose for myself. And I think more men need to start really taking that mask off, no doubt, Venus. And I think a lot of men got to start taking that mask off so they can start representing themselves. Like, hey, yes, men move a certain way, but also you are an individual male. And you're going to have to set your own, you got to walk your own path at the end of the day. Nobody else can walk it for you. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck how much 21 Savage rap about bad bitches. That's his life. It doesn't matter. If he could afford Nick Cannon, I don't care how many women that he impregnate. That's his type of style. That's the kind of women he like. You cannot do what Nick Cannon does. It's simple as that. It is that simple. You cannot do it. And plus, that man, he did all those things because he was scared for his life. That man, Nick Cannon, thought he was dying. So right before he died, he said, let me try to make as many children as I possibly can. You are not him. Sorry. And I meant that in every way. You are not him. Yeah, Mel, I think that's the most, I think it's good for a conversation, right? If you want to talk about these influencer women, I think that's fine for a conversation. But when you turn that conversation from what this one influencer woman done to that is the majority of women, that is a problem. Because even when we talk about the Rim Brothers, I'm still wanting to believe that it is the minority of men. I want to believe that is the minority of these red pill incel, these manosphere, these no good suckers. I want to believe that it is just them. But as we keep on going through these different contents and these different conversations, it don't matter if they Republican, Democrat, black, white, Spanish, so on and so forth, that a lot of them Russian, they still believe and think a lot of the remedial rhetoric. And they have these weird conversations with their girlfriends and shit. And it's kind of wild. At some point, it's like, hey, we see the tropes that happen in like on a lot of the TV shows and the movies when they say the real successful men, they don't pay attention to nobody else. They don't care about nobody else. All they care about themselves. All they want to do is talk about themselves. It's much bigger than I ever thought. I really want to keep it and say that these Rim Brothers, these no good suckers, are the minority of men. However, it's getting difficult to substantiate that they are the minority of men. We see it day in and day out that women are actually listening to this man. They step their own game up. They are moving forward in life. They're getting a higher education. They're getting more money. They caught up to majority of women caught up to men respectively in making and earning money. They are majority of women are just $3,000 a year below their respective men. That's it. It's only a $3,000 difference. So this whole idea that men make more money than women conversation might have to leave out the door as well. You cannot keep having that same conversation over and over again. Because if you're only making $3,000 more, especially in the black community, it's only $3,000 more. That's like an extra $100 a week. Bruh, you cannot be crying saying that you make so much more money than when it's only an extra $100. Well, as soon as you walk out the door, you go get some gas and you go buy some potato chips and a juice, you're already $50 in. Depending on the kind of car you got. Royce M says, if a woman brings out the best in me, I won't consider her desires as unrealistic. I would want to give her what she wants. I would feel like she is rightfully entitled. Yeah. I can understand that. I can get that, Royce. But the issue, the main issue is for majority of men, they're not going to see it that way. And majority of men, I think they are looking for a woman to bring the best out of them. And in reality, that is a possibility for some men. But majority of men, they got to bring the best out of themselves because the other person cannot make you happy. It cannot make you ambitious. They cannot do those things usually, especially at an older age. Maybe if you're young, maybe you met your wife for 23s or something like that. Yeah, maybe she could be your muse. But if you're a grown ass man, 30 years old, which you should be grown up by that time, you gotta inspire yourself to be the best version of yourself. You gotta want to read those books. You gotta want to you gotta pound the pavement yourself and want to do it. You got to get out there and grind. You can't allow these other people to tell you anything different, saying that, no, it's the woman's fault. That's why you can't find her. Hell fucking no. I ain't going to allow nobody to tell me that it's because of something else. I ain't going to let nobody tell me it's because of slavery why I can't have it. You're not going to tell me because of my black skin because I can't have it. You're not going to tell me because I'm from the ghetto that I can't have it. You're not going to tell me because I have bad credit I can't have it. You're not going to tell me because I don't got no money, I can't have it. No, I'm going to find a way to get all those things. I'm going to get my credit up. I'm going to get my money up. I'm going to get my life up. I'm going to get my mental up. I'm going to get my philosophy up. You change your philosophy, you change your life. A lot of these people don't realize that your philosophy determines a lot of things that's going on in your life, especially as a man. The philosophy that you follow is going to determine how your life is going. So if you have a philosophy that all these women are 304s, that's what you're going to start to recognize. You're going to start recognizing a lot of 304s because that's what you are. That's your philosophy, that women are that. So you're going to find a way to put every woman that you meet in a 304 box, no matter what they do. Mel said, Bracy, did you see the shape those men were in? They definitely need to walk 15 minutes this way and 15 minutes that way. Do about 2 push-ups a day. That keeps the estrogen away. I believe so. I think, Natasha, what you think is what you see. So if I'm thinking of good women all the time, I'm going to eventually start seeing those good women. If I'm thinking about a woman that is going to be a wife, she thinks a certain way, she moves a certain way, I'm going to start to see them. I always bring this up. If you never had a red car before, you ain't never had a red Honda Accord, all of a sudden you buy yourself a red Honda Accord, all of a sudden you're like, damn, I ain't know so many. I thought my car was unique. I didn't know with so many red Honda Accords on the street, because your brain is going to say, hey, this is one thing that we like. We like red Honda Accords. And so all of a sudden, you're going to start to see those things in mass everywhere you turn, because your brain is going to be attracted to it. So if you are seeing nothing but 304s all around you, that's because that's what you're focusing on. That's what you're attracted to. And you're afraid to actually say it in the public, because in the public or on these social media places, they keep telling you, no, you're not supposed to be attracted to that thing. It's okay. You a hoe, so you're attracted to hoes, sir. It is what it is. That's just what you are. Don't blame me. God did it to you. I don't know who did it. Maybe you seeing your mama popping it off every single day, bringing different men inside the household. Maybe that's what turned you into it. You was like, this ain't right. And now you're projecting out everybody that you want to date is your mama cracking it open for Mr. Johnson. Every time Mr. Johnson came over there, he talking about the brakes. You know, I'm just coming up here to fix your mama brakes. I don't know what kind of brakes he gonna bring the brakes off of that, you know. Giggle said, right, all of a sudden I see black Nissan Muranos parking next to me and pulling up in traffic lights all over the place. Like, where did all these goddamn black Nissan Muranos come from? I ain't seen not one of them until I got my car. Y'all all some goddamn followers. All of a sudden, all y'all want some black Nissans, huh? All of y'all? What happened to silver? What happened to those goddamn white Muranos? Now all of a sudden, y'all want to be cool like me. But that's how it goes. Rachel said, I think a kind word and some appreciation goes a long way. But for me, most part, we do the opposite. What do you mean by we do the opposite? Me personally, I've always been a very positive and productive person. Even when I'm at the bottom, I'm always going to put a smile on and work through whatever's going on. I want to vision light at the end of the tunnel. I don't care how long the tunnel is and how dark it is. As long as I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm going to run towards that, Jones. And I think it's going to be better at that light. And I think a lot of times in today's times, because things are so microwavable, whereas relationships is so microwavable because you could just swipe left and right. It's so microwavable because you could just put on fake jewelry. You could be, car poor. So a lot of these people, they buy the most expensive car because they believe this is what's going to get them moving in a positive way with the opposite sex. So they fake the car. They also fake when they're in a club. They spending their last dollar to front in front of a bunch of people. And they are not actually taking time to build themselves up with or by themselves, either with a person or by themselves. They're not taking their time to love themselves. This is why we hear the men when they are out there on these goddamn podcast bros situation that they are willing to just beat down on other people and don't want to put the magnifying glass on themselves. It's you first, bro. You control what's going on in your destiny for the most part. Things are still going to happen to and around you 100%. Because other people are definitely autonomous and all that. However, you do have a lot of say-so and control in what you got going on in your own life. Shout out to King Rooster. Hopefully your ass ain't drink too much today. Thank you for hitting that like button, though. I appreciate that. You ain't hit the like button. I ain't see it go up one. Make sure you got to double tap the screen to hit the like button. I've been watching the likes. Better double tap that goddamn screen. Yeah. Let me see if you hit it down. Let me see if you double tap the screen. Yeah, make sure you like boop boop double tap the screen. Goddamn. Oh man, these men will have a $100K car and live in an empty apartment if they even have one. Yeah. And I understand it for like maybe if you're young and you just young and dumb and you just trying to get whatever, I get it. Somebody give you the credit, fine. But these are grown-ass men doing this. Well over 30, well into their 35s doing this. Well into their 35s still going to the club trying to pop a bottle to impress somebody. In a section full of dudes and no women. Ew. That's disgusting. I don't know how they do it. I do not want to be in a section in a club full of goddamn men drinking my goddamn alcohol. That's craziness, in my opinion. Even though I keep seeing things saying that the nightclub is dying, which it probably should because it's corny now. Everybody want to dance with each other, dance with themselves. Like we got a section full of women dancing with themselves. Women are popping bottles just as much as the men. That's number one. They smoking weed in the club just as much as the men. So they got their own section of bottles, dancing with their homegirls, and they ain't trying to dance with no men. And then we got another section full of men in their corner dancing with a whole bunch of men. It is crazy to me. When I was goddamn young, shit. It was a thing to get a dance. Like, yeah, I got like 3-4 dances. Shorty with this gray skirt. Yep. I was dancing on somebody's daughter, goddamn it. It was a horrible night if I go to a party and I didn't dance with a beautiful young lady. Are you crazy? And if I drank enough, I ain't care. She looked like Precious. Shit. As long as she could dance. As long as them hips is moving, I was rocking with her like, fuck it. I'm drunk. I don't care. I ain't go home with her, though. I was never that drunk. But if she could dance, hey, the lights is off. We don't goddamn know. Just dancing to the beat. Having a good old time. But it doesn't seem like that shit matters anymore. Like this whole new thing is just really a lot of these kids are going to the club just to take pictures of saying that they was in the club. They'll take a bottle from somebody else and hold the bottle up in the air just to take a photo op. It don't have nothing to do with actually partying and having a good time and being in the moment. When I was young and we was partying, we wasn't pushing up cameras up in the air like that because we was in the moment. We was busy sweating and partying. You didn't want to take a picture because you had sweat coming down your face and you was... This is about men feeling they lacked camaraderie with other men as teens, so they want that now. That's another weird thing because so many times, yeah, those are the good old days for sure, man. Like house parties and going to the club where people actually dance and you used to get a dub. Man, that was so much fun. Especially if you're you one of those dudes, you get a dance and then she looked back at you and then she approved and she danced even harder. Man, that made you feel great. I feel bad for you if you was one of the dudes that when she looked back at you and her homegirl like, don't dance with him. He ugly as hell. And if you was one of those dudes, I feel bad for you. I get it. I understand. I was not one of those dudes that when the girl looked back, she see me, that she ran away from me and her homegirl pulled her away. Nah, that wasn't me. I was the dude when she looked back, she's like, oh shit, her eyes get bigger. I'm girl, wait until my song come. Wait until the part of the song come. I'm gonna really put it on them. It's like memories. She's like, oh shit. And I'm just, you put your, and you be like this on her. You like, yo, bro, you got me. You got me. Hold me up. Okay. Okay. I'm doing a show. Go ahead. Thank you. Especially when I'm Long Island. What? Long Island iced teas. That was the joint right there.
Whoever catches this wins.
Oh man, that's how I used to dance back there. I'm telling you, I used to have a good time. What, you was in the house party, man? You try to find. Hey, listen, you don't even go to the bathroom back in there. You went to a hooky party. Sheesh, you went to a hooky party. You find your spot on the wall, and you cannot wait till that girl you was watching the whole time walk past you, and you hoping that she walked past you at the right song. Shit. You don't even go to the bathroom because you want to miss your spot on the wall. You crazy. You didn't want to lose your spot on the wall because that was the shit back in those hooky parties. All dancing too. I ain't talking about no nasty. You're talking about just dancing. You didn't want to go to the bathroom. Soon as she walked by, or she trying to ease her way, she trying to act like she know what she doing when she walked past you when her song is about to come on. She know exactly. We all kind of knew around what the DJ was playing because all the DJs had a certain kind of flow to it. We understood what was about to happen. We understand when that certain scratch coming, don't. Start looking around for you. You're like, hey, where was that girl that was whining crazy? Where is she? So you hear that, don't. You know exactly what songs are about to drop next. Y'all tell me in the chat, what song, when the DJ try to mix in that quick, don't. What song was about to come on? What song was about? You better go and you make sure you was one of the dudes the girl that you was eyeing that whole night, you made sure you know, oh, I got to start working my way over there. You work your way over there. Hopefully somebody don't grab up your girl before you do. Because you had your eye on her. And then, don't stop. Pump that. Let me see. What? I'm gonna. Shit. They don't understand. Yeah, see, Mel knew exactly what I was. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you heard that mix in, you're like, all right, let me go ahead and get to where I had to go. Oh, you got to make sure. Shit. It was about to go down in the spot. And you had a good time. And then hopefully you got her chirp, because that's what the thing. You got to get that. What? You didn't have to. Uh-oh, we know where it giggles from. Y'all don't even know about that. Giggles, they don't know about that song. Yo, Giggles, they don't know about that. Time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. Oh, got them shoulders bopping. They don't know nothing about that percolator. They wasn't in DC when it was out. They didn't go outside like that. Those shoulders was cooking. Oh, shit. They wasn't outside, Giggles. They don't know about how those shoulders was kicking it. That was the joint right there. The percolator came on using, hey, listen, if you was in the DMV, West Virginia, DMC, if you was in that DMV area and that percolator come on, it was jumping. Shit. Oh, word, they play that in St. Louis too? All right, Colton know about that percolator. All right. You know what I'm saying? We tore that dance floor up. Everybody was dancing. You had to, like when we used to go and party, like you used to have to buy a girl some water. That meant more than buying them a drink of alcohol. We used to sweat those weaves out. If you was a good DJ and you rocking and you got the party rocking, ain't nobody going to the bar but to get some goddamn water. You brought a girl some water, shit, you getting that number. It wasn't the alcohol. Because we was busy dancing our goddamn life away. Shit. Had a good old time. Memories don't live like people do. They always remember you, whether things are good or bad. It's just the memories that you had. What? When that reggae came on, I don't give a damn where you came from. When that reggae came on, everybody was like, bloop, 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 boo, because everybody wanted to goddamn wine. I don't care who or where you came from. When you heard that goddamn Beanie Man came on, you wanted that go wine. Give me the. Give me the. What? You crazy? Your ass was Jamaican then. All of a sudden, you got accents and all that. You want to try to do you want to do the pepper seed. You want. That's right. You do the boogling. Shit. You had a good time. Don't get it twisted. The Tootsie Roll and the Butterfly is two different dances, goddammit. That's right, Natasha. And then if you at the old folks party, well, not old folks, but you got a little bit of older group there as well. And then they put on the old school club, cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar. Everybody was dollar. What? You couldn't tell me we wasn't having a good time. We would be dollaring all over somebody's sister, dollaring all over somebody's daughter, goddammit. Shit. Are one of them, or two of them, or three of them? I will find them. Had those girls look like they had about to fall off their goddamn shoulders. Dirty wine. Pula. Having a good old time to some beady man. But when Sean Paul started cooking, Sean Paul, me not really care what people say. Shit. There's a little breeze down memory lane. Absolutely. That's why we didn't have that many pictures, Giggles. Because we was absolutely sweating crazy in the club, having a good time. Most of the places didn't even have a good air conditioner. If you was at a house party, you damn near died because you couldn't put your coat down. There was no chairs. There was no couches. Everybody had to stand up. You was in somebody's house. All they did was move everything over to the car. Ain't nobody sat down at no goddamn house party back in the days. Oh, donkey. Yeah. Ain't no, it would use just walk in somebody's project house. It was no furniture, nowhere to be found. It was just walls and music and a little, and you go to the kitchen, and that's where you could go buy some water, juice, or Hennessy or whatever. It was the kitchen. The kitchen was the goddamn bar. About to have a whole heat stroke at that point. You didn't care. Your song came on, you were still dancing. Like, girls is holding on to their other friend, like, just DJ killing me. They gotta be, they be looking toe up when they leaving that goddamn spot. Catching colds on, like, you got that sweat, you see the steam heading off their goddamn head from partying so hard. Shit. That's what you used to do. You used to go get them some goddamn water. What? You got them some water, you got their MySpace. You get them some water, that's it. You into their MySpace. Yo, Miss Bella, Sean Paul was yikes. They don't understand how lit Sean Paul was. It was like, man. Absolutely. That's when diners was lit too. You go to a diner after the party. Man, that would be some of the best food ever. It was a spot. There's a spot in Queens called, I don't believe it's there anymore, but it's called USA Diner. Man, I'm telling you, USA Diner in Queens. It probably had, at 3 a.m, it had the greatest steak, egg, and cheese you could ever buy. Mad good. Delicious. But the only problem is, after the club let out, you went to just friends going to Club A or Club A, Missouri. You go to USA Diner. You go get you some goddamn food that you know 100% for sure it was going to be a fight at the USA Diner. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was going to be some drunk person at the USA Diner because they was up at 3 a.m. cooking that steak, cheese, eggs. That was the shit with some orange juice. Shit. I don't care. After the club, drunk, sweating and all that, that was one of the best spots to go to. 3 a.m. It was 24 hours. But one thing for sure, you know, somebody was going to get into a fight, and most likely it could have been you too. Yeah, Get Busy was lit too. Sean Paul was killing it in that time. God damn. He was on fire. Oh, it's still there, MJ? MJ said USA Diner said that. If I still, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I wasn't vegan, I'll go and get a nostalgia steak, eggs, and cheese. Cheddar cheese. It gotta be cheddar cheese. Don't get the American cheese, don't got no flavor. That cheddar cheese, eggs, and steak. The T-bone steak and eggs from USA Diner with some A1 steak sauce. Good, man. That was the greatest thing ever back in that time. And now that I'm grown, if I was to get back into like eating flesh and everything, I don't want no steak that I got to put sauce on. That's just disgusting when I think about it now. Like, damn, you done drowned it with some goddamn sauce. But back then, shit. Greatest steak ever. And then you always get mad at your homeboy because he want to order his steak well done. Now it takes, yeah, cold flesh. Now you was always mad at your homeboy because, you know, back then We didn't eat no goddamn. Most people did not eat their goddamn steaks. Well, I mean, they did not eat their steaks medium at all. That was not a black culture thing. But we do ours medium well. We're a little pink. We don't want to see no blood. And then you got your stupid homeboy. He want to order steak eggs. He want to get it well done. Now you got to wait 2 hours for the damn steak to get cooked. Be pissed off. Like, why did you eating a goddamn steak well done? You know that thing tastes like rubber. That's a hamburger. It's not a damn steak. The hell your drunk ass on the steak? Nah, shit. Nah, bro. I don't eat. You eat that blood stuff? Yay. Who still order their steaks well done? Who out there still order their steaks well done? I want to know. Yeah, that was true. The Dominican for the Manfongo. Yeah, that's early in the morning spot though. That's if you made. That's if you you went home with somebody. You gotta get some breakfast in the morning. That's what that was. The Dominican spot for the Manfongo. That's early in the morning. That's 7 in the morning. Y'all woke up, hair all messed up, breath stink, smell like tequila. Ooh. Huh? I'm just saying, babe. Oh, that tequila smell. Ooh. It's ugh. Oh man, they don't know. Like, we used to have a good time partying. Man, that shit was so much fun. Dance hall was dance hall. Dance hall, you still was dancing with the opposite sex. Like when we was growing up, our hip hop music wasn't necessarily so danceable on each other. Like, that wasn't the music was really not for that. Really, the hip hop music was to get the crowd going. You start singing along the song, like, I ain't never scared. And then they put you can't keep a good man down. What? Poodle. You know that's what happened. Yeah, listen, you partying in Queens, you in the rough part of Queens, you think you about to listen to some goddamn what was that big dude there? Attention! Bone Crusher. You thought Bone Crusher was coming on? Absolutely not. And we can't keep a good man down. What? Pull up. And they play that song about 5 times in a row. And every time we're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Great time. You can't wait to dance behind some goddamn girl. And the Jamaican DJs get on your nerve because they talk through everything. What? You couldn't wait for the reggae part of the party to start. Because that's when you get your dance on. That's when that girl that was looking all cute, yeah, that girl that you bought a drink earlier, yeah, that's the part you're waiting on. Paul said he got a quadruple cheeseburger in Canada. God damn. Oh man, absolutely, Cola. It depends on what club you're at. Absolutely, every DJ, when it's like at least the last 45 minutes, they gonna play all of the slow jams. Absolutely. Miss Bella. Woo. Yeah, that was the joint that shine. Skippity boppity. Sing. I'm broad. That's when we didn't know if he was Biggie or Shine. We didn't know who the hell he was, but that record was fire. I don't think people even stay in the clubs to where they stay in the club so they have such a good time when the lights come on. That's when you're like, oh shit. Damn, that's who I was dancing with. Oh, hell no. Let me get my coat. Where's the coat check? Because this girl look crazy as hell. Pull up selector. Yeah, that's what they call him. Call her the selector. Oh, man, this has been good. This has been fun going down memory lane with y'all for sure. Man, that was a time. Man, it really was a fun time for sure. So many dope records. So many dope times. I mean, when as we was going through the 2000s, and then that 50 Cent album came out. Yo, and when I was living in Queens at the time, y'all don't even understand. Like 50 was already pretty big, like on the local level. Like he was huge in the local level already. But when that album came out, like literally, it was a time in every club. Like they literally played the whole album. The whole album, and we dancing and singing to every word when it first came out. I mean, the whole album was played in Queens. It's one of the greatest hip-hop records ever. I'm telling you, the whole album from beginning to end. When he first dropped the corn, what up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, gangster? Man, the whole album played. It was a time to be alive in the club. It was so lit. I done seen stack bundles, slap rappers right in front of me when this album was out. Such a good time. I had so much fun during this time. Man. I wonder how Red Rat is doing, right? Red Rat was fucking lit. That's real. You going deep into the reggae dancehall rules right there. What? Yeah. Yeah, but when that 50 album came out in Queens, trust me, it was crazy. Hey, Tiff, you doing a show tonight? Hey, Tiff, are you doing a show tonight? I want to know. Because I think you said you do Thursdays, right? Oh, okay. What time? What time you doing your show? Later. How much later? Shit, it's already late. It's already late. 9 p.m. So that's 10 p.m. Damn. Goddamn, woman. Hell, your ass doing up so late? 10 p.m.? I'll be knocked out asleep. Let me see. What is the name of this? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Did you set yourself where you could redirect, Tiff? Did you already set up the show already, Tiff? I didn't find you in the redirect. I did not find you in the redirect. You got to set up your redirect, Tiff. You got to set up your redirective. Yeah. Okay, I did find it. Okay. Oh, well, see? So, yeah, I need redirect privileges so I can actually redirect people to you. So you need to set up your redirective. Okay? Set up your redirect, goddamn. All right, so Tiff, that's something that you got to set up. You got to set up your redirect. So this way, when I if I'm doing the show and you doing the show, or you doing the show while I'm doing the show, whatever. When I end my show, I could send people directly to you. But however, you got to have it set up where I can absolutely redirect to you. Yeah, absolutely, MJ. Like that album was so powerful. Like, I don't think people really understand how powerful that record was, to be honest with you. We ain't. I can't find it. Hold on. I'll find it in a second.
I'm not going to sleep, but I can have food.
Okay. Okay, young lady.
Or 3.
Okay, 3? You gonna take 3 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a lot.
That is a lot.
It is not.
What you mean it's not?
3 is Just like 3 hours, 3 seconds. Three drew.
Okay.
Drawings. That's not a lot.
Okay, 3 hours and 3 seconds. They not even close. She said that's not a lot. But yeah, that was one of my favorite albums. That was an easy record to go to. Man, Get Rich or Die Trying was such a big part of my life. I ain't gonna front. I made a lot of money off that album too. Me personally, just DJing and making mixtapes before the album came out. Awesome album. The crazy part about Get Rich or Die Trying, now motherfuckers die and go broke. That's the crazy part. Like when we was growing up, people was really trying to get rich or die trying. Now motherfuckers is just going broke. The motherfuckers is dying and going broke. We went from getting rich to die trying to dying and going broke and being exposed for being broke. That shit is wild. But I think this whole fake culture is definitely out of here. It's definitely done. It's dead. I don't think people are really interested in faking it till you make it no more. I think people really enjoy authenticity now. Hopefully they do. I'm not really too sure. But hopefully they do. I'm looking for something specific and I can't find it. They dying for the clout. Insane. That is absolutely insane, to be honest. And I think that's why things like Drake and his new situation is weird as hell. Like he literally beefing with content creators. He put the content creators as a part of the whole situation that he is suing UMG for. He's saying that the content creators themselves was a part of this whole conspiracy to take him down. I think that is insane. Like, hey, bro, you just lost. That's all. You lost the battle. They don't gotta be that deep. It don't gotta be that deep. Why you just can't take your L and go home? Why you just can't take your L and go home? It is very childish for him to be trying to go at the content creators, reactional channels. He's saying because the reaction channels, he's saying that the reaction channels was in cahoots with bringing down his image. That shit is wild to me when I seen that. I was like, what? You even going at the YouTube content creators saying they got rights over everybody else to review the content? That's wild. And I never seen no crazy shit like that in hip hop before, when he's literally suing any and everybody that possibly involved of making the record bigger than what it's supposed to be, supposedly. No, the record was just fucking good and everybody was just honing because you are a big rapper. You was rapping, you was with the smoke, you was going at him, and he cooked you. And we were surprised because nobody believed that Kendrick could actually win this goddamn rap beef. Because we thought you had too many ghostwriters, you had too much production. And he proved all of us wrong. So shout out to fucking Kendrick. God damn. Because that is crazy what he did to you. What in the world? Why I can't find it? I'm trying to find something, but I just can't find it. That's wild. I usually can find it easy. Okay. I usually can find it real easy. Yeah, so so he have a lot of ghost rides. So we just didn't think that he was able to actually beat Drake. I mean, like it was just too many powers that be on Drake's side, and we just didn't think it was possible. So then when he came out with the whole joint with Future, we was like, oh, that's a real chink in the arm, because Future, they did 2 albums together, Drake and Future. So we was surprised, like, oh shit. And then when Kendrick came with his other joints, they was cool, but they wasn't here like that. Drop. That shit was fire when it first came out. We was like, damn, Kendrick. Like, all that shit that you spitting is fire, but this shit is a bop. Everybody was like, yeah, this is a bop. Drop. We just like, that shit was hitting hard. It sounded good. And then you came out with the other joint. We was like, okay, that's better, but still, bro. And then he crushed up your Good Kid, Mad City car. She was like, damn. And then you came at what? And it might be the ether beat. It sounds like he kind of stole that and that sound like it might be the ether beat as well. Shit. It was 10-15. Don't you start 10-15. A lot of people didn't think Kendrick was going to pull it out. They're like, hey, listen, you rap dope and all that, but you ain't going to be able to pull out the lyrics and have a banger with it, because that Drop It Give Me 50, it had bars on it and it was a banger. It had you bop your head. He had the second version of the shit that he did to Meek Mills. It was something that you could play in the club, something that you could sing along to. And then when Kendrick did that Not Like Us, everybody's like, nah, bro. He got the West Coast thumping right now. So even though I think a lot of real true hip hoppers was like, hey, the fight is pretty strong, but majority of people was going by the bop of what Drake was doing. That was the issue. But when he came up with that Not Like Us, man, shook the world up. He made Drake like, what the F is going on? I didn't know this was going to go down like this. He said, everybody did this to me. What is this, a 20v1? Like, even the content creators that review music was saying that this? Nah, he throws something up with it. He put them in a 10-15. Did you see the newest lawsuit? In the newest lawsuit, he put that in there. He said the content creators that was reacting to Kendrick Lamar, hyping it up, was a part of his downfall. Even though he won't have to drop this lawsuit anyway, so that's kind of crazy, to be honest. That's just wild to me. I think that's just wild. Yeah, he doing way too much. Insanity. But what we at? We at 2:30. I was just hanging out. We had a good time. This is an impromptu. I was just hanging out. I seen that video. I thought it was funny when he was doing the WWE, which makes sense that now we ended it talking about Drake because he's like WWE. Hopefully I had a good time. We went down memory lane with each other. Hopefully I just was hanging out with me, getting some work done, going to the gym. Shit. They singing. So we up out of here, I think. Right? I think so. Yeah. So we'll be back in the AM. Make sure y'all tune in the AM. We are out of here. Make sure y'all go check out Tiff. Tiff is going to do her show later on tonight around 10 p.m. Eastern time. Actually, right now, Raw B is doing a show about this whole Drake situation. She's going to break down the lawsuit. So I think that's perfect that we started talking about the lawsuit. So now y'all can go over there and enjoy how she breaks it down. Should be fun because you know how she loves to break down lawsuits and all those type of things. She absolutely enjoys cooking those things up because she is somewhat of a goddamn lawyer, chef, beat you up, everything. Curse your ass out, lover, fighter. She all those damn things. So I will see y'all in the AM. I'll see y'all later. Me and somebody else, we cooking up. We got to get our schedules correct. I can't say no names because I'm going to get beat up. It's supposed to be... But we're about to cook up. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Because, you know, this vertical stuff is new to me and shit. So when I do my impromptus, I'm going to be doing the vertical. In the morning, we're gonna keep it regular. Don't be laughing at me.